Now, maybe it's because of my street background is why I find it kind of disrespectful. For example, I'm the type of person that if a fighter told me or a person told me, so this week I'm going to go to church, I'm going to light some candles for your ass to make sure that you and your family are safe leading into the fight. And, you know, and we want to make sure that we're sending you our blessings. Now, to me, I'm going to be on some shit like, no, don't light no candles for me, Holmes. I'm going to light some candles for you. Because what it is I'm looking at it like, okay, all right, we know you're being nice and everything. But at the same time, you're telling me you want me to be safe. You're going to pray that I'm safe to come into the ring so you can beat me up. You know, like, maybe I'm thinking too deeply in it. But 139 for Martin Matthysse, or 139 and a half. Wait, let me make sure I got my numbers right. Yeah, 139 for Martin Matthysse, and then Provodnikov 139 and a half. The biggest fight of the weekend, HBO, April 18th, 2015. Ruslan and Siberian Provodnikov versus Martin Matthysse versus Ruslan the Siberian Provodnikov on HBO April 18th. I told you, I'm slightly leaning towards Ruslan Provodnikov. I understand that Matthysse is the favorite. What is he? 36-3 with 34 knockouts, and everyone he has fought outside of Danny Garcia has hit the canvas. Still, I understand that Matthysse is the more skilled fighter, and in my opinion has the better boxing skills. But at the same time, when I look at, look what happened with Danny Garcia. Look what happened with John Molina. Look what happened with Devin Alexander. Now, when you look at Ruslan Provodnikov's defeat, he has 3 as well. Mauricio Herrera, look what happened with that. Their faces were shit. Look at Timothy Bradley. He had Timothy Bradley concussed and couldn't speak. Timothy Bradley ended that fight on his knees. And then look at Chris Algieri. Chris Algieri barely got out of there, with his avocados. So, I'm looking at it like this. I feel that Provodnikov, we know he's had issues cutting off the ring. We know that. And we know that there'll be situations where his defense, he's just following you and getting punched in the face, just getting punched in the face. But at the same time, I really feel he can pull this one out. I really feel he can pull this one out. Now, if he loses this fight, I have to say that if it's with Martin, now, put it this way, he's been training primarily with Marvin Somodio. Marvin Somodio is the understudy of Freddie Roach. For a fight like this, I understand that Manny Pacquiao, fight is the biggest fight in history. But for a fight like this, I really feel that Freddie Roach should have been with him for this night. We don't know if Freddie Roach is going to be there yet, but I got the press conference, the final press conference, and now I have the weigh-in uploading later on today for you to see for yourself. Oh, and by the way, you got to watch the press conference. I understand people don't watch press conferences. They think they're boring and everything like that, but I got the press conference uploading, and you got to see the shit that Oscar De La Hoya was talking about Al Heyman. Not directly, but you can tell there was a little bit of bitterness there. And also you can tell that he's happy that Matthysse chose the path of the best fighting the best. Now, this is a fight that, honestly, we wouldn't have got under Al Heyman. Let's just be honest with each other. We wouldn't have got, thank you, Al Heyman. We wouldn't have got. But now that we're getting it, it's like, my God, tomorrow's going to be crazy. That's why, listen, I know my voice is all messed up now. But after these videos, I'm taking the night off. I'm talking about 8, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm taking the night off because tomorrow is a huge day for boxing. Chavez versus Fonfara, Crawford versus Delorme. Then you got Matthysse versus Provodnikov. Then Inside Mayweather versus Pacquiao, Episode 1. Then Mayweather Pacquiao at last, all on 2 networks. So if you're a boxing fan, you're going to be stuck in front of the TV as you should be, and I cannot wait. But as I said, 139 for Matthysse, 139 and a half for Ruslan Provodnikov. I'm going with Ruslan Provodnikov for any updates or anything that I may have missed. Of course, I've talked about it in various different videos. Also, go check out the media call I have for Martin Matthysse versus Ruslan Provodnikov, and a media call for Terence Crawford versus Delorme. And the question I have, and it still has not been definitively answered yet, is will the winner of these fights, Matthysse, Provodnikov, Crawford, Delorme, fight each other? Now, all these guys are ranked in the top 5 by the WBO. So it's supposed to be the winner versus the winner, but no one wants to give a direct answer. Bob Arum actually got pretty snippy with me when I asked him about it on the media call. Like I said, the media call with Crawford versus Delorme is what I'm talking about. It's right here on the channel. I am T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Lab of RealCombatMedia.com. And guess what? We cover every single major fight live. Please subscribe.